On this week's episode of Shredding Spree, I'm back up in Bass Lake, California for spring break. We set out to ride a trail I've wanted to try for a long time called Mary Jane. I've hiked up a short part of this route with my family occasionally over the years, and I'd always wondered what it was like further up the hill. Well, after about an hour of climbing on the bike, I finally got to see what it was, and it did not disappoint. As of right now, this ride stands as my favorite ride of 2021 so far. You can probably tell I was having a good time by how much I'm giggling throughout the video. For this video, I'm also trying some different output settings in hopes of having some better quality, high-speed POV playback on YouTube. So let me know in the comments if you feel like this video looks any better than my usual ride videos. Alright, enough of that. Play the intro and let's pick it up at the top of the climb. Well, today on Shredding Spree, we got a little bit of an adventure ride going here. We're up in Bass Lake and we're going for a trail called Mary Jane. We're just like most of the way up the climb. We've been climbing for, I don't know, like maybe an hour or so. And this area has gone through a bunch of natural, I don't know how to say it, natural things, natural occurrences over the last few years. Last 5 years, there was a bark beetle from the drought that was eating out the trees and kind of killing the trees. I should find some different wording for that. And then recently, so now you have all these dead trees standing here, and then some massive windstorms came through, and this is the result. It's like there's all these trees that actually got pulled out from the roots that probably weren't dead, but then there's forests of trees up ahead that just broke off towards the bottom, and we're negotiating them now. It's pretty nuts. So we're having to do a bit of hiking to negotiate a lot of these downed trees. I'm out here with my friend James. He's from my town. He's one of the guys that I write all my local stuff with. And he happens to have a family spot out here too. We're out here on the same week, so getting a ride in together. But one thing I'll say about James is the dude's a motor up the hill. He's just climbing and chatting away, and I'm getting ready to get the defibrillator out for myself. He's always ahead of me a little bit on these climbs. Yeah, look at this. Forest just leveled. It's incredible. So I think this is the top landmark. It's a big granite dome here. First time able to sit and pedal on the bike for a little bit because it's all rock. Yeah, this would be pretty incredible shortly after a rain with a bunch of water pooled up everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, the forest just has a different look. It's crazy. Like how tall that tree is, that the whole section was probably like that.
Yep.
I'm gonna open this boy up just in case. Not gonna bunny hop that one. Where are the trial skills when you need them?
I know, right?
Yeah. At this point, I'm starting to have some flashbacks to a ride I did in this area last year where the trails were covered in downed trees and I kept losing the route. I think for the 30 minutes leading up to this point, James is holding a bit of optimism. I think it opens up. It opens up here. Wow, look at, there was a slab underneath this tree.
Wow, it took a piece of the granite with it.
That's incredible. Wow.
So much worse.
Yeah.
Look how flat that the wood is.
I know, it's incredible that a tree just decided to grow. It was like picking its spot, and it was like, yeah, this is good. Oh, I'm gonna be an 80-foot tree, and I'm just gonna go 6 inches above this rock. Oh, Mary Jane is right here. That looks traily.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that, huh?
Holy cow. They're doing those controlled burns at the south end of the lake.
Yep.
Sick. That was bad. Oh man. Sold already. Pick your line, pick your line. Oh, that looks a little slick. This is dope. Wow. Even if all the dirt trail is like what we've been dealing with, this is worth it just to be up here.
Pretty special. You want to lead?
No. I'll end up going the wrong way. I'll just stop. I'm going to go ahead and insert a little GoPro effect disclaimer here. This slab is way steeper than it looks on camera, and if we were to let off the brakes for about 3 seconds, we'd be going 30 miles an hour. Oh, I smell the brakes. Thought there might have been a tractor trailer nearby. It's so fun. It's such a different terrain than what we're used to. And you could ride this trail 5 times and take 5 different sets of lines every time.
Yep.
Oh, the boys hooked it up on this trail.
Yep.
Plenty of cut log here. Local trail groups putting the work in. Sick. I considered a bonus line over the log there, but the piles of leaves on the trail insisted I go straight. Woo! Watch the bars! Watch the bars! What a trail, man! Holy cow! You can get cooking down some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get your socks wet. Okay, who's riding it? I never know how confident I feel on something until I'm sitting on my bike. I think so. Might be getting wet. You! The first time I was gonna do it, I was looking down too much. I was like, "Oh, stop thinking, go!" Yeah. I was like climbing onto the log. I was like, "No way!" I got out there. I'm like, "I'm doing it." This is where James exerts his dominance. Oh, that was soundy. Sounded like a spoke. Some guy in Indiana has this car and he's been looking for that bumper.
I think they came downhill. There's another fire road right up here at the top of this. I think they...
Biff, I don't know. I don't know if we should be doing this. Here's a carving in it from '96. Duffy. Insane, man. So cool. Dude, people were just gnarly.
Right?
But good on this car for making it here. Dude, like what was the line? Go. I love abandoned stuff. Not excessive. One thing out here like this is fine.
Yes.
They knew that car wasn't coming out of here.
If there's any classic car buffs watching this video that can name what kind of car that was, let me know in the comments. It's super impressive that the car is that far into the mountains because there literally isn't an easy way into that point. A lot of the staircases that we're climbing up after this are the only way into that spot, and honestly I'd have to be paying attention in my Jeep to be able to make it over that stuff. So that car definitely wasn't going to survive that outing.
Dude, I saw unicyclists up here doing the trail.
No doubt.
That's badass, right?
No doubt this guy has these stickers in his pack.
Yep.
And he's just bragging. I'll try not to get too excited. I think like coming down some of that stuff behind you, I was glad I was behind you because I'm like, oh, I would have just been sending down.
Well, it's part of...
All right. So we're riding this blind here. I don't really know what's coming up, so. Might overbrake sometimes and I might panic brake other times. Sometimes there's that rock just below the surface that you go to brake on and you just start sliding immediately. Oh, I start to hear that running water. Oh, sick. Wow. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Wow. Oh, I love rock. I gave that log a little something to think about. I'm not really interested in finding the easiest way down. Although I think I did it that time. Stumpy just wants to eat all this. Feed me.
Jump down into this hole right here, swim under that waterfall, and there's a bench, and you can sit under the waterfall and look up. It's awesome. You can fit your whole family in there, 4 people. Then you swim out, you see this arch of granite right here, you swim under that, you come out in that pool, and then it pushes you out and you go right there. There's an underwater tunnel you swim through. So that's the washer, and then that's the dryer.
That's crazy.
Like that main slide area.
This is where I've stopped.
Okay. There's a pretty good water slide. It's like there's like a 5-foot drop that's in that.
No. We kind of nope out of a lot of that kind of stuff. I watched Rescue 911 too much as a kid.
No, this was on Rescue 911.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I went down the place you're not supposed to go down. Broke both his legs.
Oh. See?
But if you know the spot, it's really fun.
But how do you learn the spots, James? I caught that root a little funny.
This short section of trail drops out right at the lake, so that rounds off the end of this trail ride. Altogether, this loop was roughly 12.5 miles and 2,500 feet of climbing. I suppose it felt a little bit longer on this day because we did have to take all the detours at the top to find a way around the downed trees. Which reminds me to say thanks to all the trail maintenance people that are taking care of this area. They had to cut so much wood to get this trail rideable, and it was perfect once we hit the single track. Your hard work brings happiness to so many. Thanks for watching my bike ride, and I'll see you next week.